Some incredible new images have just been leaked from the set of The Mandalorian Season 2, which appear to confirm that Boba Fett will be making an appearance in the series. Leaked photos which have just been released show a helmet which is almost identical to Boba Fett's helmet, but without the famous green and red paint job. So does this confirm that Boba Fett will be appearing in The Mandalorian Season 2? I'm going to break down exactly why this is almost certainly Boba Fett's iconic Mandalorian helmet and why it has lost its iconic paint job. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe for more Mandalorian content, as I'll be covering every episode as soon as they release on Disney+. So amazing new photos have just leaked on the set of The Mandalorian Season 2, showing Jon Favreau and Pedro Pascal standing next to Ludwig Göransson, the man who does the music for the show, wearing a very familiar Mandalorian helmet. In this initial shot, the helmet has all the same features as Boba Fett's helmet, including the dent on top of his visor, which he obtained in a Wild West standoff with Cad Bane in an unfinished episode of The Clone Wars. A lot of people are thinking that this is just Din Djarin's helmet because of its unpainted silver appearance, but there are several major differences. The first is the visor in the middle of the helmet. Although Boba Fett and Din Djarin's helmets do have incredibly similar visors, the one major difference is the width of the vertical strip going down the helmet. Boba's visor is much wider going down the middle, just like the ones we can see in the leaked photos. The next is of course the bottom of the helmet. On Boba Fett's helmet, the metal surrounding the viewplate goes down to the bottom in a straight line, while Din Djarin's points to the left and right at a 45-degree angle. Once again, the helmet shown in the photo has a design matching Boba Fett's helmet and not Din Djarin's. Furthermore, the top of Din Djarin's helmet has extra plating which travels from behind the wearer's head to just above the viewplate. On the helmet in the leaked photo, we can also see Boba's classic arrow markings right above his visor, further indicating that this is certainly his helmet. Finally, the slots around the ears of Din Djarin's helmet are also much different to the helmet shown in the leaked photos. The ones being worn inside the studio follow the same structure as Boba Fett's traditional helmet, and I'm sure I've missed quite a few differences here, so make sure you let me know down below if you can spot any more. So if this is Boba's helmet, why is it the same color as Din Djarin's silver Beskar helmet? Well, we know from the Aftermath trilogy of novels that after Boba Fett was thrown into the Sarlacc pit in Return of the Jedi, a man named Cobb Vanth, who proclaimed himself as the sheriff of a small town in Tatooine, was able to reclaim Boba's armor and take it for himself. The armor was badly damaged by the acid of the Sarlacc, with potholes and scorch marks all over it. The armor also lost most of its paint because of the acid of the Sarlacc. If this is Boba Fett's helmet, the same process probably occurred, with the Sarlacc acid eating away at Boba's iconic helmet paint job. Boba Fett's rangefinder is also missing on this helmet in the leaked photo, which makes a lot of sense since it's not made out of the same tough material as his armor and probably dissolved completely inside of the deep bowels of the Sarlacc. But let me know down below how you think Boba's story will be integrated into The Mandalorian Season 2. At the end of episode 5 of the first season of The Mandalorian, we get a final shot of a man walking up to the body of Fennec Shand, who is thought to have been killed during the failed bounty mission with Din Djarin. As this mysterious man is walking up to the body, we get the famous sound of Boba Fett's boot spurs from The Empire Strikes Back. On top of this, we also hear the very recognizable radio chatter of Boba Fett's communication device, making it extremely clear that this figure was probably Boba Fett. A lot of people are saying that this mysterious figure was just Moff Gideon, but it doesn't really make sense for him to handle bounties gone wrong himself, and we haven't heard the same spur sound from him in the other episodes of the show. The design of Boba's damaged helmet in these leaked shots looks very similar to the original Ralph McQuarrie concept art from the original trilogy, which we know that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau love to make use of whenever they can. Star Wars Rebels is absolutely full of original Ralph McQuarrie designs in almost every single episode, so it would definitely make sense for a similar pattern to be followed here. Personally, I think we're gonna see Cobb Vanth from the Aftermath trilogy steal Boba Fett's helmet to match the armor that he has already taken and go around pretending to be Boba Fett. We'll probably then see Boba confront Cobb Vanth taking his armor back, and through that teaching Din Djarin a lesson about what it truly means to be a Mandalorian. He might show Din that it is not the armor that makes you a Mandalorian, but the culture and belief system that you follow. But let me know down below what you think about the Boba Fett Mandalorian Season 2 helmet leaks from the set of the show. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to smash the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.